Julia Fox did an apartment tour on her TikTok.
Talk about grounded as well.
Very interesting.
She's an enigma, and I love it.
I go both ways with this. It's like, okay, you can, it's very relatable. You can live in your New York City apartment, whatever,
Yeah.
Oh, I don't use my money.
Yeah.
So if you're going to talk about the fact that you don't like displaying massive displays of wealth and you don't agree with buying a big apartment or a big house, whatever, then what you doing with your money? If you're going to keep talking the talk, walk the walk. You know what I mean? Like, are you donating that money somewhere? If you're going to keep saying it, where's the money going?
Right.
Because
Saving
honestly, I don't really think it's
Clothes.
that. I know, but I don't think it's that bad of an idea to get yourself a bigger apartment for your son. You know what I mean?
No, definitely not. I think, her apartment tour people were shocked by because less of...
It's a very normal New York City apartment.
Totally
for
normal
the
New York City apartment. I think almost like the stuff is what shocked people more. But like I said, very classic New York apartment. If I had to guess, she's probably lived in that apartment for a very long time and has an attachment to it and is just like, that's her home. And her son's room was very cute. Like she had said, like, his room I put the most work into, which it definitely looked like. But like her bed is in the living room.
Right.
And it's just but it's just so I'm like, maybe she owns that apartment. Like
maybe, but it also falls into the trap then of like people that have money and want to spend it on things. Then it kind of makes them feel like if you have money and you want to spend it on something, you should be able to spend it on what you want to spend it on.
You can,
I don't think that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
No.
I feel like respect to her, but at the same time, it just kind of sounds like, all right, we get it.
Like you're bragging about not.
It's like, we get it.
I don't think she was trying to do that.
It's not bragging, no, but it's also just like...
I think she was just trying to be this is how I live.
I don't know how to word it, though, in a way when she's like, I don't believe in, like, displays of massive wealth. Like, upgrading your apartment when you have the means to do so isn't necessarily being like, I have fuck you money, I'm gonna get the biggest apartment ever. Like, getting a little upgrade from that apartment wouldn't be that crazy when you have a kid,
right?
Like, and you have the means to do so.
Everyone's living preferences are different, though. Like, if that's what if that's what makes her happy to live in that apartment.
It's also funny because it's like you were like on private planes with Kanye like not too long ago.
Right. I just don't get it because it's not like, because what do we got to bow down to Julia Fox because she's not spending her money on a bigger apartment?
No, but
because what else is she doing with her money?
But I don't think that's how she acted in the video at all.
At the end when she's like, I don't believe in massive displays of wealth. Like, okay, I understand in some sort, but like, you can also if people
funky.
Right, but if people want to spend their money, if they have the means to do so, and then also they could also be given back to people as well if they have enough money.
Yeah, I don't think she meant it as a way of like this is people who have big apartments shouldn't show off their big apartments. Like I think she's just kind of wacky, and I mean it is just,
it made people
like
feel
has those
relatable to her, which is nice. Because, she is rich and famous. So people are like, oh, wow, not every rich and famous person lives a certain way.
That's actually what I was going to argue, too. Like how rich is she? I don't think she's maybe that rich.
She's not in that many movies. Like
I really, like, she had those, she's popped off from dating Kanye. And yes, Uncut Gems was a massive thing.
But she was like a tiny role in Uncut Gems.
I don't see her doing massive brand deals.
But the way she said when she said I don't believe in massive displays of wealth made it seem like I have a lot of money, I'm just not going to show it off. Why would she even mention that?
Maybe.
Because otherwise I feel like she would be like, listen guys, it's not all what it's cracked up to be. I don't have that much money.
Yeah.
It was the wording of
maybe just the way she worded it, but I feel like
she probably isn't that. I mean, she's definitely like very well off.
No, she's definitely well off for sure, but I don't think she has fuck you money.
Either way, it was definitely relatable, and I think people appreciated that aspect of it because New York City living is very hard.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
It's small for a lot of money. It's not reasonable living for really anybody. So that part is relatable.
Yeah.
But
I do like that guy's TikToks about when he goes into people's apartments.
Yeah, that one's fun.
Did she say where that apartment was in the city? It looked like probably like downtown.
I think she lives in the West Village.
Yeah. Also, like, that's another thing. It's like, if you're going to live in the West Village. It's gonna be
Exactly.
way
Like,
more.
I'm not positive on that, but I'm pretty sure she lives in the West Village. I think. Because I feel like she's talked about wanting to be, like, in that area before.
We could never find an apartment for the price we were paying, I feel like.
Oh, no.
In West Village.
We got
Even though our
lucky.
apartments were tiny
They
already.
were minuscule.
I think ours was probably a little smaller than yours.
They were both really tiny.
Yeah. I don't think she obviously didn't say, so that makes sense. But yeah. I think probably somewhere in that area would be my guess.